the Bears will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Bohannon. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Quarterback may change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ellison. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Miners will have it first and 10. Here we go. Gonna run it. It's Ellison. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Bohannon. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Ellison. Pulled down for the tackle.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. The give on the inside. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And that is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. After the misfire on that 52-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 35. Makes the grab.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
Trying play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the...
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Might as well stick with him. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. And the Miners want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Shoots it to the left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Looking to throw on third. It's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First play of the period, first down here. Handoff from the gun. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. The Miners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. That they made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
And the Miners are threatening on 1st and goal.
touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. How about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. It took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Motion from the back. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Miners headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's the pressure. And they got it. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? Running inside. It's Ellison.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Makes the catch. It's Ferguson. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it down the field. All the way down to the 24-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to get it out of your own territory. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Miners will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Catching up with Coach Casey Woods at halftime. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Holly, thank you.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
The give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bears in the hurry up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. And here comes the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Now on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open. No problem.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oof, that's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Got a man. It's Ellison. Oh! Makes the catch, and he's free. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Miners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying the run, it's Ellison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Dumps it off in the flats. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He splits the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Bear offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop it. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Now the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Right on the money.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Well, the offense did fall on that loose football, but it won't matter much if they turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. To the air on 1st down. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Miners are in the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for it. Right at the goal line. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Bears are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think there offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to...
Deep shot for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Gonna look downfield again. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Pulls it in with one hand.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Looking for space. It's Alexander. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Baylor Bears call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Give to the running back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18. It'll be 3rd and long. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ellison. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he got it! Putting that 3 on the board makes it a 2-score game.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming.
Make some noise.
Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds his man. Turning it on. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad.